to contest the elections. But whether they will prevail or not remains to be seen, given the strong showing here by the APRC yesterday. But the APRC candidates, independents are mere opposition elements using the party name to win elections, arguing that they will woefully fail in these attempts. The last independent candidate to be nominated was Usman Koma of Bani. Usman faces Aminata Jara, one of only 2 women so far to declare their candidature. Usman had stood in the last local government election on a UDP ticket but failed to win the seat. This time around, he's hoping to grab the seat from the APRC candidate. According to him, he was approached by the people of the world to contest, saying they even funded his nomination and are willing to do the same for his campaign. This has given Usman the political ammunition to launch an offensive to beat the outspoken Aminata Jallow, who yesterday warned her opponents that they face defeat if they dare challenge her. The nomination of these 5 independent candidates will likely heat up the political temperature in the Central River region ahead of the campaign. Some candidates now know their opponents and must pending the nomination of NRC candidates tomorrow and will have to prepare for the ultimate battle of winning the hearts and minds of the electorate. Mamadou Jallow, reporting from Janjambure for GRTS News.
The people of Tampoto and surrounding villages in the West Coast region have received free medical care courtesy of the Libyan clinic in Serekunda. The development, the second of its kind in as many weeks, is one of those humanitarian services offered by the World Islamic Call Society. Famar Fofana reports.
A Libyan charitable organization with offices in the Gambia strives to propagate Islam and offer humanitarian assistance to the needy through the construction of schools, mosques, and the distribution of aid packages. The Libyan clinic, situated in Serekunda, for the second time moved out to villagers to offer them vital medical service. Residents of the West Coast region settlement of Tampoto are for the first time benefiting from those vital services. Despite the distance, the medical caravan left Serekunda in the early hours to meet patients who were waiting to access treatment. The director of the World Islamic Call Society office in the Gambia, Nasir Takazi, said their main motivation was to offer vital assistance to the needy. He also thanked President Jammeh for the enabling environment and prayed for the deepening of ties between Tripoli and Banjul. Scores of people with different ailments turned up for the clinic. They were full of praises for the World Islamic Call Society and the team of doctors for providing them with vital services. The beneficiaries of this medical charity called for the days to be doubled so that many people could be reached out to. The presence of the laboratory team made it possible for people here to have their health status checked, with some even diagnosed with hypertension while others were confirmed to be living with diabetes. That in itself underscored the importance of regular voluntary medical checkups.
We thank also for the population that turned up. It's very good. This is actual community work and this is actual community participation. This is what the people need. This is what His Excellency is always telling us to do. I mean, so it's a godly activity and we are doing it wholeheartedly from the bottom of our hearts. And this organization itself, the World Islamic Call Society, is a very godly organization. I am happy with them. You know, getting to the community, knowing the need of the community people is an excellent thing.
Health practitioners expressed delight at the outcome of this outing and have indicated their readiness to go anywhere so long as the funds are made available by the organization. Famara Fofana, GRTS.
The National Nutrition Agency, NANA, with support from UNICEF, has conducted a study on the nutritional status of children under the age of 5. Well, NANA, after the finalization of that exercise, met with partners to share with them the findings captured in the report. Abdullah Baji has more.
It needs to be a cross-cutting issue that needs urgent actions to be addressed. Data collection is key to the successful implementation of any meaningful initiative. The National Nutrition Agency embarked on a data collection exercise aimed at knowing the nutritional status of the young, especially children under the age of 5. The data collection, which was done using the standardized monitoring and assessment of Relief Transition Relief SMART. The survey, which is made possible by technical and financial support from UNICEF, gave an overview of the nutritional status of the country. The task force committee met, which involves NANA officials, partners from the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, regional health workers and other officials, dwelled on the importance of the data collected and how it would help in addressing certain issues at national level. Delivering the welcoming remarks, the acting Deputy Executive Director of NANA, Malang Fofana, highlighted the importance attached to the data collected at the grassroots level, as it availed them the opportunity to know some of the issues happening at the grassroots. Partnership, he outlined, is key to progress, citing that data is paramount.
We at NANA believe that the only way forward is to ensure partnership and collaboration if we are to fight malnutrition. And to fight malnutrition, there is need for accurate and timely data. And the SMART survey provides us the accurate and timely data that is needed for our planning of nutrition interventions in the country.
The UNICEF country representative gave an in-depth of the overall objectives of the data collection survey. Nutrition, she said, is a health hazard that needs urgent actions to be addressed, thus describing the SMART toolkit as important to the findings and made the Gambia's nutritional data comparable to that of the other countries in the sub-region.
This survey was conducted in the Gambia from the 3rd of September to the 3rd of October 2012. The overall objective of the survey was to determine the prevalence of the nutritional status and mortality among children under 5 years old in the local government areas in the Gambia. Undertaking the SMART survey was a significant milestone in nutrition surveillance in the Gambia. It has provided data from a nationally representative sample and has made our nutrition data comparable to other countries in the West African region.
The report showed that the Gambia presently has a national global acute malnutrition, which shows boys more malnourished than the girls.
More significantly, it has provided data to assess the prevalence of global acute malnutrition per LGA. The result of the survey show that the Gambia, at the moment of the data collection, had a national global acute malnutrition prevalence of 9.9%, with more boys than girls being malnourished, and a prevalence of severe acute malnutrition of 1.2%.
For GRTS News, I am Abdullah Baji.
We'll now take our first break. Stay tuned.
During the 2013 state opening, His Excellency the President, Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya AJJ Jammeh, will address a session of the National Assembly on the policies of his government. Honorable speakers and delegations from various countries in Africa and beyond are expected to attend.
Welcome back. State prosecutors in Senegal have questioned Karim Wade, son of a former President Abdoulaye Wade, for alleged embezzlement of funds and fraud. Supporters of Karim Wade gathered at a court entrance in Dakar showing their condemnation of Karim's 2-hour questioning, saying it was both illegal and a witch hunt against officials of the former Senegalese government. Details in the CFI report.
Karim Wade, the son of the former Senegalese president and a former minister, is once again being questioned by a state prosecutor in Dakar. But, for the first time, he is in front of the Service for Fraud and Embezzlement. The prosecutor wants him to justify his revenues. Activists in his PDS party say this is outrageous and that the questioning is illegal.
Comment voulez-vous qu'il juge un ancien ministre?
How can they judge a former minister? He has privileges just like the president. You say nobody can judge the president, and you want to judge a former minister when the law states clearly that former ministers can only go before the High Court of Justice?
The former ruling party got organized to support Karim Wade, but they could not get close to the courthouse. Even former Minister Ousmane Ngom was pushed around. When tear gas was launched, they were forced to back off. After 2 hours of questioning, Karim Ouad appeared at the court entrance.